Hello, my name is Michelle Gokul, and I will be doing the administrative overhead cost calculator training. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and you'll see the new updated invoice and expense report package with the admin overhead calculator. So the goal of this tool is to assist in calculating your overhead or administrative overhead costs that you are seeking reimbursement for. So we have a couple examples here for you. You'll see that there's been a couple more columns added to the right-hand side of the usual tab 4 table. This is to assist you in calculating the administrative overhead costs. In addition, we also have this instructions table here, which goes through how to calculate the FTE or full-time equivalent percentage for your administrative overhead costs. So I'm going to go ahead and run through an example for you. So let's say that my administrative overhead cost, it has a date of 6/1/2022, and this is from the water company. Okay, and the invoice number is 56. And for details in relation to vaccine, what we're looking for here is both a description of the invoice as well as a calculation of your FTE. So in this case, I'm going to say water bill for June, and I'll put 2 FTE 10 total. All right, and what that tells us when we are reviewing this is that you have a total of 10 employees. 2 of those are full-time vote, and that's going to help us calculate or make sure that the calculation that you input is correct. So for the amount, let's just say that the bill amount is $100. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and go over to percent used for vote. Now, if you're not sure how to calculate your FTE based off of your total over your full-time employees, what you're going to do is we have this table over here, as I showed earlier, and this explains step-by-step how to calculate the percentage to then input into this cell. So we'll go through it step by step. So we already went ahead and entered the dollar amount, which is $100. So for the percentage, we're going to start with the total number of working full-time equivalent employees. So we have 10 total full-time employees. Then determine the number of full-time employees for vote or vote FTE. And we determined that we have 2 full-time vote FTE. So then we're going to divide the number of vote FTE by the number of total FTE. So that's going to be 2 divided by 10. And you'll see that there is an example down here to help you with that calculation. The decimal number is multiplied by 100 to get the percentage. So we have 2 vote FTE over 10 total FTE to equal 0.2. Then we're multiplying 0.2 by 10 to equal 20. So we're going to go ahead and put 20% here. And it automatically calculates the amount allocated for vote for this water bill for June. All right, so that is the demonstration of the percentage column. Now we'll go over a demonstration of the total amount used for vote column. So let's say we have another bill, and this is for again, administrative overhead costs, and it's a bill for the 15th of June. And this is going to be just the phone company. All right. And we got invoice number 41235. So here I'm going to go ahead and put phone bill for June. And again, we have 2 FTE of 10. Now let's say that this one is also $100, but you already know the amount that is used for vote. So you've already done the calculation, and you don't need the help of the percentage tool. So in that case, you can just go ahead and put in $20 here. And it will carry over to the total allocated column for you. Now, if you have just a regular expense, let's say for your outreach materials for the month of June, and that is from, say, Target, and there is no invoice number, and this is just vaccine, event, outreach, materials, and that was a total of $55. So if it is not an administrative overhead cost, you do not need to fill out columns J and K. These only need to be filled out for administrative overhead costs, or indirect costs, as they're also known as. All right, so I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, please always reach out to the OHA shared inbox or your vaccine engagement coordinator, and they can also help answer your questions. Thank you so much for joining.